Evening, everybody. Stiplin Vaughn here. And I know I told you guys it'd be 24, 48 hours and we would be doing a review of Cyberfrog Blood Honey. Well, life gets in the way and you don't get to do everything you want to do. Okay? Now, this is not a crowdfunded book. I got this from eBay. The reason why I got this book was because I did back Wrecked Planet. So obviously, if I backed Wrecked Planet, I need the book before that. So I got this from eBay, and it arrived last Thursday. As you can see, it came in a nice regular backer board. But the important thing is it has a sticker here advertising all caps comics, which you have to, it's a step above a lot of what other people are doing. Okay? This book came out 2 years ago. And so when it came out 2 years ago, it has a regular staple bound. It's not perfect bound. A lot of books are coming out now perfect bound. In fact, a lot of artists now are using that as a stretch goal. The one person I know definitely uses it as a stretch goal is Graham Nolan. When he does his books, when he did the Chenoo, he had it as a stretch goal. With Alien Alamo, did it as a stretch goal. So again, Ethan was blazing a lot of trails with very successful, highly successful campaigns, and I don't anticipate Ethan doing perfect. I don't anticipate him doing this type of a back or moving forward. But you don't know. It could be because of costs, and the reason why he's able to include so many extras when you crowdfund one of his books as the reason why he doesn't do perfect bound. But we'll see. I can't remember off the top of my head whether Wrecked Planet is going to be perfect bound or not. I'll have to take a look at Rainbow the Brute and others moving forward. But with Cyberfrog, it was enjoyable. There were a couple. For me, there were a couple plot holes in it. Okay? In this book, when Heather's introduced, there's this really creepy guy who is present. And when he has like real needle-like teeth, the dialogue bubble, it's all black with white lettering in it. And so you get the impression he's like evil, demonic, something with him. And then all of a sudden, Cyberfrog shows up, whips him with his tongue to tie the guy up, and next thing you know, he's got these wispy wings popping out of the back of him. And then 2 or 3 pages later, we fast forward, and Cyberfrog and Salamandroid are hot on the tail of this guy called Rumblebee. And Cyberfrog is talking in such a way as he knows who Rumblebee is and he needs to stop him. Then we see this bug guy with a laser gun, and we're going, okay, I guess that's Rumblebee. For me, okay, I would have liked 1 to 2 pages extra so that way we could have more of this Rumblebee character more fleshed out. Now, I'm sure if you got warts and all, which Ethan says is finally being shipped out now to everybody, I'm sure if you got warts and all, you would know all about Rumblebee and his vendetta against Cyberfrog. Now, so you know, he's retelling the story for a more modern office. This book is like doing an abbreviated version of Warts and All. But again, I would have liked to have had 1, maybe 2 pages more to help flesh that out so you don't need Warts and All to get the full story. Another piece of this is in the very end of the book. You have one character reciting to another character the rules to survive. And the 4th rule is don't wear red. But yet, when we first see the Vespids feeding off of a human being in this book, that person's wearing red. So, again, you're kind of contradicting. And so, it's one of those where we're like, huh? What? Wait. But, I mean, it is what it is now. Whether that gets explained later on in the second book, Wreck Planet, or not, I don't know. Excuse me. So, but those are really the only two, like, real sticking points with me with the book. On the positives, okay, and also this whole spine thing here, it's not a positive, it's not a negative, it's an observation. Like I said, so many books now, I see where they put it in as a stretch goal to have the perfect bound. Okay, maybe it was something that Ethan just hadn't investigated back when he was first doing this campaign. I don't know. Okay, and it's not real. It's a little thing. It's a little thing. Okay, so moving into the book. Okay, so again, what's nice is he puts in a sketch page. So if you can track him down at a convention, or maybe get someone else to do a cyber frog in the book. Okay, and what's nice is he puts in here. He thanks his whole family. Okay, for and he goes, and to each and every fan who helps Cyberfrog to wake up again. Okay, but what's really nice, he's always talking about his family and his love for his family. Okay, he is a family man, and so to put that in this book, okay, it says something about who he is. Okay, Kyle Ritter. Okay, we all know about Kyle Ritter. Now here's the one thing. I'm not going to go through the whole book. I'm not going to ruin it for anybody. Okay? But I figure a lot of these pages are available online, and I'm just going to use the first 2-3 pages to illustrate something. Okay? One thing that I did like, okay, is visually, okay, he's telling a story. A planet close to the sun, has to be an alien planet because being so close to the sun, we've got a crushed up ring of meteoroids, we got a impacted moon, and we've got a spaceship launching from the planet. Okay? But dialogue-wise, we're telling a completely different story. We're telling a completely different story than what we're seeing on the page. Okay? That is not an easy thing to do. Okay? That shows that he has a lot of experience working with skilled storytellers at the top of their game. Okay? We all know his history. Okay? We all know who he's worked with. Okay? This shows, okay, that he's learned from them. And he knows how, okay, visually I'm telling one thing, but with the dialogue, I want to say something completely different. Okay? Now we're going to the second page. And again, see, here's your alien planet. Rings now, so which we didn't see in the last page. Your meteoroids, your spaceship, and the sun. And then we see that it arrives at Earth. Okay? But again, dialogue-wise, we don't see that. It tells some completely different part of the story. It's giving you a setup while, so again, visually telling one story, verbally, completely different story. Okay, and then we move into the storytelling itself. I'm not going to go any further because there's really no need to. These 2 pages have illustrated my point. Okay, now what I said about how he's got how I would like like 1 or 2 pages, okay, is you take a look here, okay, is he gives you a lot of these extras showing you all the different covers that he had available when he had the campaign for this book, Okay, now I'm not going to go any further, but he had enough of these pages, okay, that, which again, we get into uh, more of the extras, okay. I honestly would have had no problem to sacrifice 2 or 3 of these pages for more story content, so that way we would have had more of an explanation. Maybe would have rounded Heather out more. Would have maybe had more of a explanation for Rumblebee, which again I'm sure we're going to get more of. And I can tell, like I said, I'm assuming he was basically taking his entire 1993 series that he did and condensed it into this book, to give basically a sum up of what the story's going to be. Uh, 2 more things here. Um, One of the things I really did like in this book was to give you an idea of when it takes place. Okay. Uh, it takes part while Clinton is in office. And Clinton is giving a speech out to the nation. And it was significant to when he was in office. Okay? I don't want to ruin this for you because I want you to read the book. Okay? And I think it's a good way to do a constructive critique without giving anything away. Okay? So he's addressing the nation, and then halfway through his speech, all of a sudden, he's cut off. Secret Service, you're like, Mr. President, we need to go now. So it gives you an idea. And when he addresses the nation, it's about something that we all can remember. Okay, it's like 9/11. Okay, we all know where we were when we found out about 9/11. Okay, whether it was the twin tower, it would have been when the twin towers were when the airplanes crashed into the twin towers. Okay, we all know we were. Okay, same thing with Clinton. Okay, we all know where we were, or at least where we were living, where we were in our lives when that happened. Okay, which gives you context to give you an idea of how far along back it was, and then we jump forward to present day, where we're assuming it's present day, and then at the end of this book, okay, again we have one character reciting the rules to another character, and at the end of the book, Cyberfrog's reunited with Heather. And she sees Cyberfrog and she goes, Froggy. Froggie, period. Okay. I don't know about you. I'm thinking about personal experience, okay? I'm thinking when my father died. And there was a lot of relatives that showed up that I had not seen in a long time, okay? When you see a family member you haven't seen in a long time, and think of it, that's what Cyberfrog and Heather were. They were family. If you don't see that person in a long time, and you see them, are you going to be like, Froggy? Or are you going to be not sure if it's actually them, so you're going to be like, Froggy? Question mark. Or, you know it's them. You know it's definitely them. Some family members have certain distinct looks, so you could not see them for 30 years and still know exactly that's them. Or would you be like, Froggy? With an exclamation point. Again, now these are extremely cosmetic things. All of my critiques. You could say that I'm nitpicking. And you know what? You could be absolutely effing right. I could be nitpicking. Okay? But, again, this is what a constructive critique is. Okay? If this was a school assignment and you put your assignment up in front of the entire class, okay, you're not putting that up for everybody like, oh wow, oh my god, until them to like gush all over your work. No, they are going to, and what they're expected to do is give you a realistic critique of the assignment, so that way you can get better. Okay, and I'm not saying this is crap by no means. Okay, I'm sure that this is, and I know. Okay, as we move along with this, it's going to get better and better and better and better. Okay, so take this critique with a grain of salt. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed it, and hey, remember, take life one dot at a time.